Hi guys, my name is Kyle August and I'm here to help you manifest your specific person in the quickest and easiest way possible. So today, the first thing I want to say is you can manifest your specific person this month, and I know that you can. Now, a lot of times people think or ask, does anxiety during a manifestation mess it up or delay it? And I'm here to say absolutely not. And there actually is some hidden information in this anxiety that I'm going to explain in this video. Because anxiety is going to become natural, or it's going to be a natural process of anything that you do. To think that we'll completely eliminate anxiety or completely eliminate negative thoughts is just too much. It's going to contain you can't have the positive kind of without the negative. Now, when we are moving into that wish fulfilled state, obviously we're going to have a lot more positive thoughts than negatives. But I would like to ask you a question, and it's going to mean a lot during this video. So once you answer this, make sure to watch the whole thing. I would have to ask you right now, do you feel there is some part of you, even if it's very small, that you feel it might be impossible to manifest your specific person? Now, we're all probably going to say, yeah, just a little bit. Maybe there's just that slight little doubt. But then my next question, and again, that's completely normal. It actually adds, if you said yes to that question, it's going to be perfect for that first statement that I mentioned. My second statement is going to be, do you ever have anxiety during your manifestation? So the first question, do you slightly, even a little bit, have a doubt that what you desire cannot happen or it's impossible? And my second question would be, do you ever have anxiety during your manifestation? Now, if you answered yes to both of those questions, I can guarantee you already know you can manifest your specific person this month without a doubt. So let me get into that. And let me use a quick little metaphor that's going to make it make a lot more sense. Let's imagine that instead of manifesting your specific person, you are desiring to manifest a pet alligator. Okay? There's nothing more in this world that you would like more than a pet alligator. That is something you've been dreaming of, you've been desiring, you love reptiles, you love alligators, and it's something you really want. Now think about everything you're doing with your specific person. You pretend as if you're doing all of this for this alligator, okay? You're affirming, you're visualizing, you're journaling, you're watching videos on it, you're doing this or that. Everything is to manifest this alligator. You want nothing more than this alligator. And let's say you're calling up alligator dealers or zookeepers looking around, and right now you called one up and there might be an alligator available, but they're going to call you back, okay? They don't know for sure. And you think, wow, I'm really, really close to my manifestation, right? Then all of a sudden, you have your higher self or some sort of God that knows everything from in your higher self, or God, whoever you want to play this role, comes down and states, I can answer any question about your life, past or future, to 1,000% accuracy, okay? So now you're talking to your higher self, and it is telling you, I can answer this question 100%. What's your first question going to be? You are instantly going to state, am I going to get this alligator, right? That's the first thing that you're going to ask. And let's say, for the sake of this idea, again, this is theoretical and not true, you can have anything you want, but let's say this higher state, this God says, no, you will never have your alligator. How would you feel immediately following that? I would say you'd probably feel very let down, very sad for a moment, maybe even for more than a few moments. You're not going to feel good. You really liked this alligator. But then how do you feel towards your affirmations, towards your journaling, towards your visualizations? How do you feel towards that zookeeper that's going to call you back about your alligator? And I know, I promise there is a reason that I'm going through this whole metaphor. Let's say the zookeeper then calls you back after this instance and says, oh my gosh, I actually do have an alligator ready for you. You just got to come and pick it up. How are you going to act? You're going to be like, oh, no thanks. Never mind, right? You're going to completely blow it off. Ads for alligators are going to show up and you're going to be like, whatever. Like, I don't really care about this alligator anymore. Like, right? Your desire, your anxiety, your worries completely cease to exist. And now, right now, you're saying, well, what does this mean? What does this have to do with me manifesting my specific person? Now, I will say, think about this example. In this person's mind, in your mind, because you really wanted that alligator, in your mind, you held, when you had this anxiety and had this worry and had this desire for your alligator, this is the alligator right now, you kept it in a portion of your mind where you knew it was possible. Without a doubt, you knew you were going to get and have this alligator. But that instigated feelings of worry or anxiety. And as soon as we moved that, now we guaranteed you cannot get this alligator. Once we moved it to an area of your mind where you felt it was completely impossible, all of your worry, all of your anxiety, all of your thinking, thought process, affirmations, visualizations cease to exist almost instantly with a very simple phrase or just knowing that you can't have it. As soon as it was placed into that impossible category, your desire for it, again, your worry, your anxiety completely ceased to exist. Now, with that in mind, I'm telling you right now, again, you answered, you feel like some portion of you feels like it's impossible, but you also stated you have anxiety towards your manifestation of your specific person. So I'm here to say, not any portion of you truly thinks it's impossible, or you would not have this anxiety and worry about how or when your manifestation is going to come to pass, right? We just talked about with the idea of the alligator. If you felt you could not get this thing, your anxiety, your worry would literally cease to exist. Now, I would like to point out, it's just this idea of kind of giving a better idea or attitude towards anxiety. I'm not saying the more anxiety you have, the better or more you're going to manifest, or this idea that if you don't have anxiety, that means you're not going to manifest, because the wish fulfilled state is going to kind of resemble that way, because it's like a knowingness. But in that case, you would have no part of you would 100% know, no part of you had a feeling that it was impossible. But I'm just getting this idea. So again, we can view this anxiety in a positive. So I know now, and you know now, that you can manifest your specific person this month without a doubt. We just proven that you know that you already have and can receive your specific person without a doubt. That's why you're feeling worried, you're having anxiety, and you're just thinking about it, right? Because you know you're worrying about the how or when. Now, someone kind of mentioned also, because you could be stating, well, what if that higher self or God came down and said, you are going to get your manifestation? Would your worry and anxiety cease to exist then? You might say yes, but think about it. And think about how it actually relates to how you're feeling right now. If the higher self or that God came down and said, I guarantee you get your alligator or you get your specific person in the future, you will 100% be with them, what would still be the anxiety or worry you would have? It would be how or when your manifestation is going to come in. The same exact anxiety you are currently feeling right now. So you are literally matching the state of someone who knows that they definitely 100% without a doubt, with no doubt in your mind, that you can manifest your specific person. Otherwise, you would not be worrying about it. You would not have anxiety. There'd be no worry. You're worrying about the how or when. That's 100% and you guys heard me say this before, absolutely 100% of every single worry or anxiety you can have during a manifestation, 1000% stems from worrying about how or worrying about when your manifestation is going to show up. But this whole video is just kind of to prove to me and prove to you that I know that you know you can manifest your specific person. So why are you acting like it's impossible? Why are you even thinking negative thoughts on the subject? You know you can do it. I know you can do it. So let's do it. Let's manifest your specific person. But it's just kind of to give a good insight or thought process towards anxiety or worry, because many times we begin to, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, think that anxiety, worry is going to mess up your manifestation. It's going to completely ruin it, right? That's something we really begin to think. And what does it do? What does it cause in our mind? If we begin to have anxiety, we worry that the anxiety is going to mess things up more. We start to create more anxiety on that anxiety, and you create this loop until you're literally totally just can't move, can't even think because you're just worrying so much. So right now, give good intention to that anxiety. You would not have that anxiety if you thought you couldn't do it. The anxiety is not anxiety is good, but it definitely is a good. Right now, don't worry about it. Don't feel like it's bad. It's a good indicator that really you know that you can do it. Like I mentioned though, don't feel like more anxiety means you're manifesting faster. I mean, it could be a belief you create. But then also, if you're not feeling anxiety, it doesn't mean you're messing up your manifestation. That just means you're in that wish fulfilled state. But it's just an idea I was having because I noticed a lot of people were worried about this idea that their anxiety was going to mess up the manifestation, but I guarantee you it's not. And now anytime you begin to have anxiety, you will think of an alligator, and you will know this story and this metaphor about how that 10-minute video in which you pretended to manifest an alligator and how we were able to prove, you know, for a doubt, without a doubt in your mind, you can manifest your specific person this month. Why not this month? You already have them within you. You can do it. But again, I know I say that, but really don't worry about time. You guys don't have to worry about time at all. You already have your manifestations alive within you. I just kind of wanted to make that statement to make a point that you know, I know, you're fully capable of having everything you could ever desire and ever want in this reality. So why not act like it? That's all I wanted to discuss today. I know it's kind of like a crazy, fun little idea. But hopefully it makes you feel a little better about your manifestation and about how you can do everything instantaneously. You can change your state just like that. But again, don't hold yourself accountable. Don't look at other stories in which they manifested overnight and feel like, why can't I do that? Everyone's on their own perfect path. You can do it. Never, ever, ever beat yourself up or look at other people's stories, overnight stories, as like, oh, why can't I do that? Think they did it, so you can do it too. And many of you can do it. If you don't believe in you, I believe in you, and that's all that matters. So if you have any questions about this idea or anything, leave it in the comment section below. You guys can also reach out to me on my website, kyleaugustcoaching.com. If you want to send me a personal question or you want to sign up for one-on-one coaching going back and forth, make sure to check out my TikTok, which is Manifestation Man. Again, I'll leave it right there. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe if you guys want the most up-to-date and best information on manifesting your specific person in the quickest and easiest possible way. But like I always say, I'll see you guys next time.